had some pretty good luck growing lettuce this season. Right now it's June 1st, and I started doing this about the very first part of March. I was able to harvest about 25 pounds of really good quality lettuce out of this. And I want to take you back and show you how I did it. The area I used was from about here to back there. As you can see, it was a very small area. So let me show you how I did that, what went wrong and what went right. I've got a lot of seeds here that I actually harvested them from lettuce plants that went to seed last year. I'll show you a little close-up of these. So you can see there's on top of here, so you can see the plant material is still there, but what we're after is these little black specks down here. Those are the lettuce seeds. 2 or 3, well one in each one. So I'm going to just plant them like, and we'll see how well they've grown. There. Put a few seeds in there. And there. Okay, now I'll finish putting the beds. This is a floating raft, as you can see. This water comes from a fish tank over there. And there's the inlet coming in. And the outlet is that pipe right there. Anyway, we'll let these sit for a few days. And we'll show you the plants coming up. It'll only take about 2-3 days before these germinate. And just for the record, it is the February the 12th today. And it's going to snow, I think, today, but it's about 50 degrees in the greenhouse right now. So we'll see you in a few days. You can see this, there you go. You can see sprouting in there. See it? So, you know, for example, one right there at the tip of my finger. There's some sprouting going on there. And let's see if I can. Here's another one here. See, there's sprouting going on there. See, there's some right there, and another one. And let's see. You can see down in here. Some sprouts, see them coming up there? And see them coming up there. Okay, another look today at our lettuce. And as you can see right here, there is no question that there is sprouting happening. So there's that one. You see a whole bunch of little sprouts there, and some up there. And every one of these little grow pots that I have has a few sprouts at least. Now here they are. If you remember, I sprinkled a few seeds here and there, and but look at that. It seems like just about all of them turned out. Now what this single one here is, I pulled one out of here and put it in here to see how it would tolerate being transplanted a couple of days ago. And as you can see, it seems to be tolerating it well. Now, the concept of doing this is actually quite simple. What you do is you pull one of these out and you put it in a pot of its own, and off you go. But you got to be careful so you don't damage them. Now, I'm going to pull this one out, and let's thin this one down. I'm going to put this in this pot here with all this perlite, and what I'm going to do is dump it out. So what we do is you tease one of these out of here. And then I fill this up about halfway with perlite. Enough that I can just lay this on top, see, like that. And then pour perlite in on top of it, and then just kind of give that a tug so it's sitting on top like that. Okay, and then I'll put that in the hole over there, and we'll do that with the rest of these. Well, okay, we're all done transplanting. We've got some here. And I filled this one up right here, filled that one up, and then I filled that strip up right there, and this. So I've got a lot of lettuce, and I think we're done for today, and we'll just let these grow. They're growing quite well, all of these. And remember, there's the rest of them are down here. They're growing quite well too. So they're all doing quite well, growing quite well. So we'll have a pretty good lettuce harvest here in, probably about a month or so. We planted these a while ago. I can't remember when. I'll put a date on that. But you see how well they've grown. And in a little while, I'll have a lot of lettuce that I won't know what to do with. Okay, now as you can see, we've got a lot of lettuce here. So some of these are getting pretty big. So what I'm going to do is just take, like, there's a nice lettuce leaf, and let's find another one here and take it off of here. Another one here, there, and this way you don't really harvest the whole head, but there's another one back here. There, you don't harvest the whole head, but you still get a lot of lettuce for your salad and fixings in the morning. Okay. Well, let's take one more over here. Well, I've got a friend coming over today, Chad Midgley. He runs a little farmers market and consumer supported agriculture operation. Okay, so now we've harvested from here all the way to the end, and you can see the before and after. That's got a pretty good haircut to it. Now what we'll do is, we'll wait a couple of weeks and take another picture here, another movie, and show you how it grew back. Okay, this is the next day after giving this lettuce a haircut. As you can see, it's growing back already. And where I cut these here, Chad cut the rest of these, but where I cut these, I think I may have gotten a little too aggressive. They'll grow back, but they're not growing back nearly as fast as these. You can see the cut line right here. See, these are growing above the cut line now. See, here's the cut line right here, and these are growing above it. And again, the cut line is right here, and it's growing above. See, these are growing really fast if you just don't cut them really far down. This is amazing. Now, one of the things I wanted to do was protect this lettuce. It's getting a little warmer in here, and lettuce doesn't like it if it warms up. Now, I think I've got some air cooling down, so it might be okay. So we'll have to see what happens here. But one of the things I've done is I've put up some shade cloth. Now, all that is burlap. It's really cheap. So I put that up to hopefully during the brightest part of the day, at least before it hits noon, that's going to be shaded. Now, even though it looks good and there's not a sign of bolting, if you pick these leaves now, well, that one's pretty good. But if you pick any of the older ones, they, like this one, oh no, I can taste it. They're getting bitter, put it that way. The older one, yeah, it's bitter right away. Even though they haven't shown any classic signs of bolting, what happened was I cut this off, when you harvested, and this is a cut and come again. So you might say this would be the second crop or third crop. They regrow fantastically. But it looks to me like even if you maintain the temperatures and shield them from the sun, even though they haven't bolted yet, they still start to slowly get bitter. We harvested it the first time. I cut mine way down. You can see this is where I cut it there, see? And it's growing back. Now this is just curious. How does this taste? I'm going to chew on that. Actually, that tastes quite good. And here's another one that we chopped way down. But it's grown quite a bit back. And that tastes quite good. That's interesting. So it's not a rule of thumb that, they start growing up like that, they're bitter. These are. Maybe it's when they get that tall, they just get bitter. Let me just try this one up here. Yeah, that's bitter. That's definitely bitter. This isn't, so the shorter they are, could that be what it is? Well, I came out here this morning and look what I found. This lettuce has gotten so tall that it toppled over and fell. You can see the old bok choy back there. And so I guess I've got to take it out now. This stuff is bitter, so it's gone to seed. But well, it hasn't gone to seed yet. It's just bitter. So I got to throw this away, put it in the composter, and I've got some new lettuce planted here. So I'm going to plant some Bib lettuce here also. And I think what I've learned here from this is that it really doesn't work to plant and then come, at least for me, to do it. See, here's another set of this, to do a cut and come again operation, because when you come again, you know, they're tall, they have not gone to seed, but they're getting bitter. So even though they're nice and fluffy, they're not terribly bitter, but there's a slight bitter taste to them. So I think what I need to do is just grow a head of lettuce and rotate how old they are, and just pick them as a whole head. So anyway, so there we are, that's how they are, and that raft tipped over. So we'll pull those out of there. I've already got some of them sitting right over there, and we'll put those in the composter and start over.